In this video, I'm going to show you how to make my family recipe for easy, speedy air fryer brownie. It takes 20 minutes to cook and it can be adapted to suit your tastes or whatever you happen to have in your store cupboard. It's great with a cup of tea, or in the summer, try it with ice cream and fresh strawberries. The first step is to add 110 grams of butter, 85 grams of sugar, and 30 grams of cacao to a large glass bowl. If you prefer sweeter with your brownie, you can increase the sugar by up to double quantities if you would like. Now, you can use cocoa instead. Cacao is the unprocessed form of the cocoa bean and has lots of health benefits. And by the way, I buy my cacao from Amazon in a big bulk bag where it is at least half the price of small pots of cacao or cocoa that you can get from the supermarket. Next, you're going to take the glass bowl and place it on a small saucepan over some boiling water and then melt all the ingredients together until they blend nicely. Then remove the mixture from the heat and add 45 grams of dark chocolate broken into little chunks. I use Bourneville, or if I'm feeling fancy, half a bar of Lindt. The chocolate orange Lindt bar works particularly well. Once the chocolate has melted into the mixture, add 2 large beaten eggs. These ones with their spectacular orange yolks are Burford Browns. Now, normally we only have these eggs for special occasions when you're cooking something where the egg is the main feature of the dish. But it was getting very close to the end of the week when I filmed this, and all the regular eggs have been used up for the boring jobs, so fancy eggs it is. Next, you add 20 grams of plain flour and a pinch of salt. And the final addition to the mixture is where you get creative. You want to add 50 grams of mix-ins from your store cupboard. You can use just one thing, like for instance the walnuts, or a mixture of several. And this really is just down to personal taste. My husband's not a fan of raisins in brownie. He thinks I'm a bit mad with that, but I like it, so I make a version when he's not around that has raisins in it. I generally pick from walnuts, flaxseed, raisins, macadamia nuts, dried cranberries, desiccated coconuts, and chia seeds. If you're using nuts, break them up by putting them in a bag and then hitting them with a rolling pin. And if none of those I've suggested take your fancy, you can also just add 50 grams of chocolate chips. Now, for today's version, I'm combining chia seeds, desiccated coconuts, raisins, and flaxseed. But as I say, you can do any combination you want. That's at least 3 ingredients, by the way, which I've squeezed into this brownie, which have supposed health benefits, and nobody in my family ever knows. Once it's all mixed up, I then add it into a lined 6-inch square baking pan. This is the one that I use for everything, you may have noticed. And I put that into the air fryer for 20 minutes at 170 Celsius. And there it is, fail-safe brownie recipe, works brilliantly every time, takes no time at all to put together, and you can vary the ingredients. Do let me know if you cook this and which of the mix-ins you end up using, or if you come up with something that I haven't thought of to add into the mix.